Hi, I'm Charlotte, Curator at the Peace Museum, and I'm going to talk to you about how our online exhibition, Peace and Pandemic, links into our collection. In Peace and Pandemic, you get to see the global response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Peace Museum's collection tells the often untold stories of peace, peacemakers, social reformers and others. Some of the campaigns and protests featured in the Peace and Pandemic exhibition link directly back to campaigns from the 1980s and earlier, all that feature in our collection. So one of the major points in the campaigns seen from C&D, Peace Pledge Union and Stop the War Coalition is the call for the diversion of government funds for the military and things like Trident to be funded back into the NHS. This is not new. They were campaigning against the use of military weapons as early as the Cold War and even earlier, such as after the Second World War and the dropping of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So we have many objects that feature this anti-nuclear or anti-war theme. Some of them are from the formation of C&D, such as the original badges made in 1958 by Eric Austin. And you can see that they have the C&D symbol or the peace symbol that many people know it. The reaction to COVID-19 is not just happening in the UK, it's a global movement affecting the world. Our collection reflects this and holds local, national and international items. These include posters from around the world, such as Japan and Poland. These posters are striking, and they don't use many words but use images to advise against and campaign against the use of nuclear or war. We also have roof tiles from Nagasaki and Hiroshima. I think these symbolise the destruction and the horror of the use of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. One of my favourite objects from this anti-nuclear movement is a citizen survival kit or bag. It's simply a paper bag. However, written on it are the instructions that you are meant to use in the event of a nuclear attack. These are 1. Place bag overhead. 2. Put fingers in ear. 3. Face the other way. 4. Cut out the A shape. 5. Kiss your loved ones goodbye. In small letters written underneath it reads, "Guarantee. If this bag fails during a nuclear attack, we will gladly replace it free of charge." We even have examples of protesters using this bag to protest, such as at Green and Common. These images are striking and show how objects and anti-nuclear objects were used. Similar to the Citizen Survival Kit is the Protestant Survive campaign. E.P. Thompson wrote the pamphlet Protest and Survive in response to the government's information pamphlet Protect and Survive. The government's pamphlet advised the public on ways to survive a nuclear attack, and Thompson and C&D didn't believe this was true and disregarded it in their campaign. These slogans, Protest and Survive or Protect and Survive, have been used during the COVID-19 pandemic on t-shirts and posters to raise money for the NHS. These are just a few examples of how today's campaigns and protests are reflected in objects we have from the past. This is the reason we are doing the Peace and Pandemic exhibition. We're collecting things that are being used today from groups, individuals and communities showing their responses to the COVID-19 pandemic. We're doing this so we can tell their stories not just now but in the future, like we do with our current collection.